Are you sensing a shift in your KDP self-publishing journey? Has your account been suspended or even terminated? Well, I know firsthand how that can feel because that same thing happened to me in my self-publishing journey with Amazon KDP. But what if I told you that this challenging time could be a sign that God is shifting you into a new season in your KDP publishing journey? Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Latoya Nicole and I teach entrepreneurs just like you how to get to the book bag and to the Bible. So if that's something you're interested in, then definitely hit that like and subscribe button because I love for you to become a part of my family. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the signs that indicate that it may be time for a new direction in your KDP business. And I'll also share some practical steps that you can take when you're assessing your KDP account if you have been suspended or terminated. I'm kind of excited to talk about this topic because it's not only personal for me in the sense that I understand how frustrating and overwhelming it can feel when one day your account is running smoothly and then you're in a Starbucks line or you getting something to eat and you get this email from KDP that says your account is suspended and your books will no longer be sold on Amazon and you're not getting your royalties. So like I said, it's personal for me because I understand it firsthand. And not only can these signs be used just in your KDP publishing journey, but they can also be used in your everyday life because let's face it, sis, the world is changing. Everything is shifting, times have changed, and the seasons have changed. And recently in my own personal life, I knew that it was time for a shift because I had been studying Romans chapter 7, and while I was meditating on what I had studied, I heard the words old clothes. So when I heard that, it actually brought me back to a recent doctor's appointment. So you know how you go in for your yearly physical and they get your vitals and they check your weight and everything. So they did all that. So I'm waiting in the doctor's office for the doctor to come in. She finally comes in. She has her laptop and her little computer stand and everything. She's giving me her feedback and her recommendations. Then she turns the laptop to me and she points at the screen and she's like, you see these numbers here? This was your weight last time you saw me and then this is your weight today. So she wanted me to know that I gained a little weight. But I already knew that prior to going into the doctor's office because I couldn't fit nothing. My old clothes either was out of season or out of size. Nevertheless, I couldn't wear them anymore. Okay, so I had already gone through and given away, I think it was about 6 bags of clothes. Now I just finally went through the rest of my clothes from me cleaning out my closet. As you can see, it is so big. It's a lot of stuff, y'all. Like, I have to get some bags to put some of this stuff in. It's crazy. Some of this stuff even still has tags on it, y'all. This has tags. This has tags. I mean, yeah. And then these are all the hangers that everything was on. So, yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of these old clothes because when things or seasons change, you should also be changing. So y'all, I got rid of like 8 bags of clothes. But like I said, we're going to be talking about 3 signs that God is shifting you into a new season. And before we get started, I do want to just talk about some practical things that you can do to get your account back if your account has been terminated or suspended on KDP. So first, you want to review the email that you got from Amazon to make sure you understand the reason that your account was terminated. This is going to help you know how to address the issue. The next thing you can do is reply directly back to the email that you received from KDP regarding your termination or suspension. In the email, you're not going to say, I didn't do nothing wrong, so give me my account back. In the email, you're also not going to say, this is crazy how y'all do this, even though you're probably feeling that way. But what you are going to say in your email is something like, I will take the necessary action to ensure that all future content will adhere to your guidelines. They want to see that you acknowledge your mistake, even if you don't understand why it's a mistake. Once you typed up your appeal letter, you're going to then send it to Amazon using that same exact email address that they sent you the original email from. After you send that letter, Amazon will review the case and make a decision. Now, I will tell you, the first time I sent my appeal letter to them, I got a bot response at least 2 to 3 times that had absolutely nothing to do with what I had sent to them, and it did not help at all. Don't give up hope because usually a live person will eventually respond to the email, and sometimes that email may still say, we're sticking with our decision, your account is terminated. Don't give up then either. Try again. My account took a little over a month to be reinstated. I've heard some people's account taking up to 10 months to be reinstated. But if you sincerely believe that you did not break any rules and that it was an error, or that you understand the rule and you are going to correct whatever the problem is, then don't give up. Just continue to respond to that email respectfully, pleading your case. And so your account being terminated and or suspended just so casually leads us into the first sign that God may be shifting you into a new season. Sign number one, the old way does not work anymore. Sometimes old doors close and no longer yield results. Just like the old clothes example that I was telling you earlier. If it no longer fits, there's no need for you to try to squeeze into that old thing. It's simply time for something new. So if your account was terminated and you've appealed and nothing has happened, then instead of holding on to the anger or frustration that may have caused, God may be shifting you into a season of building your own store. Now, I have my own store, Entrepreneur's Color 2, using Shopify. And one of the main reasons that I went ahead and opened that store is because when my account got terminated, wisdom said to me, build something that you have control over. And when you build your own Shopify store, no one can terminate you. You can diversify your income because you're keeping 100% of the profit. And beyond the books, because y'all know I talk about the book business and beyond, you can sell your own merchandise. For me, I created my own line of custom skin tone colored pencils. For you, maybe you want to add t-shirts or digital products like coloring pages. But all of this helps expand your revenue streams and you don't have to worry about being terminated by Amazon. So if you're ready to get started, all you do is click on the link in my description. Start your Shopify store for just $1 for your first month. Once you click on the link in the description, then you'll go ahead and set up your Shopify store by creating your account. Go ahead and add your products, build out your homepage, set up your payment and shipping information, and start selling your own books. The second sign that God might be shifting you into a new season as a KDP publisher is that your interests have changed. You have a shift in interest. If you're anything like me, you don't like to be stuck in a box, right? So if you've been feeling stuck like, oh my God, I've been doing the same thing. I done published books in this same niche or this same genre for years, but now you might be in a different place in life from when you first started. So God could be directing you towards a new method of reaching your audience. For me personally, I felt a shift in my business a little while ago. And God told me to move to YouTube. When I first started on YouTube, I kind of felt like I was doing a lot of work for nothing because I wasn't really seeing traction. The channel wasn't really growing or anything. And I was thinking, God, was that really you? Did you say Toya switched to YouTube, or did I mishear you and you said Tanya? But I'm so glad I listened. Things have been changing. Doors have been open. Sponsors have reached out for sponsorships. Ad revenue has increased to between $1,500 and $2,000 per month. People are also finding out about my books. And most importantly, the word is getting out about self-publishing, and I'm able to provide value to you through YouTube, which also leads me into the third sign that God is leading you into a new season, and that is if he actually told you what the next step was. Maybe he even gave you a new idea and a dream. I recently had a one-on-one with a client, and she told me that the night before she found me on YouTube, she had a dream about a journal business. But when she got up from the dream, she said immediately she started searching online for how to create journals, and my video was the first video that came up for her. So she felt like God led her to me. And I'm in agreement with you, sis. He must have led you to me because it's a lot of journal videos on YouTube. So why ain't none of them come up? Whenever God shifts you into a new season, he's always going to give you a strategy or connect you with whoever you need to be aligned with during that season. If he's been giving you resources or connections, this could be the support you need to transition into your new season. So remember, if the old way doesn't work anymore, if your interests have shifted, or if God has given you a new vision or idea, trust that God is shifting you into a new season. Each season of your life tells a different story that contributes to the whole story. So think about your KDP journey and where you currently are, and share your experiences and thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to also like and subscribe so that you can become a part of the family. And until next time, bye-bye.